Hi, Beck Ann here. I was working on my Craft Roulette card for episode 216, and it's going to be a Father's Day card, and I thought, ooh, turn your camera on so you could see what I'm up to, and it might help you with some projects you're working on. So Craft Roulette is on every Friday night, and this past week they had Gina Kay on and her daughter, and it was a whole lot of fun. And the project was an A2 card, baseball game colors, numbers, and charms. So I am not very far. I decided I'm making a Father's Day card, and it's going to be hashtag 2crafters1design as well. I want to hop in on that group with Melissa of Mo Creations, Gloria of Girlia's Cards, and Lisa of You See Why I'm a Diva. And it's also going to be a Satmore Makes hosted by Jillian Norwood. So I have started with a truck. So it had to be baseball game colors. And first of all, it's an A2 project. Baseball game colors, numbers, and charms. I think I said that already. Anyway. Anyway, I was thinking that I wanted to make this card for my dad and have a truck with a little girl coming out the back. So I was going through my stamp sets, and I had just bought this in April at a crafting garage sale. Thank you, Sandy. And so I'm going to use this truck, and I decided my baseball colors. I follow the Cincinnati Reds, and so their colors are red and black, so I want to include those. And then I think of, you know, the baseball bats are brown, and there's always popcorn is yellow, and the grass is green, so that's where I'm going with all this. So I was working on my truck, and I wanted to show, that's when I thought, oh, I should turn my camera on and show you what I'm up to. I like to do Copic coloring. Well, I should just say alcohol markers, because I use a variety of all different ones. And I was using my red. This is a firefly. See, they're all different. And it's deep red. And I was, you know, this was a little too bright for a car, in my opinion. So I started to take the brown. I started taking this Stampin' Up color, this light cinnamon cider, and going and adding that in as well. So I wanted you to see how it darkens it up. See that? How it immediately starts darkening up, and I had already done it here. And my coloring is not perfect, like I've gone out of the line, but I figure I'm cutting this truck out. So I am just adding some brown and some red and leaving a little bit of white space so that I can do some shading. So I just wanted to show you that, what I was up to with the truck. I haven't figured everything out, like I said, for this card just yet. I am planning to figure out how to include my charms and the numbers. I know that I can fit it all the parameters in, and that's what I love about Craft Roulette. It can just be a fly by the seat of your pants kind of game. That's what they do. The two crafters have to. Well, this week, oh, sorry, I'm out of frame. This week it's 3 crafters because their daughters were on and they figured it out. What I like about the colors is you don't have to go with the theme, but a lot of people will include the colors as part of the element, which is kind of fun. Like some people will, you know, have a baseball game as part of their card. Alright, so I'm making a bit of a mess. I'm trying to clean up before I show you what I'm up to now. So here's where I'm at. I had this stamp, and this little girl holding the dog reminded me of me when I was about in the 4th grade. I've always loved dogs, and I had this short, cute little haircut. So what I did was stamped just this part and cut her out, and I've fit her. I've cut the little paw on the dog, and I've fit her in the back of the truck. Now I know she's not up to scale or anything, but this is about having loads of fun and making this card for my dad. And it just, it just brings you back. So here's where I'm at. And I'm trying to figure out, I said I want like a wood grain for the bat. And it's usually a sunny day with beautiful sky. So here's where I'm at so far. I'm thinking about using a shape die and building it like that's the road, and having the little girl sitting back there, because it needs to be an A2 card, so I think I'm fine with that. Maybe I'll add some clouds in there, like it's a sunny day. So I'm getting there. So I have this little stencil here. I think I'll put some white clouds and maybe stencil some white puffy clouds in here where I'm going to be cutting this out. We'll see. Just get some of these in here, and how's that looking? It's not really showing up so much. Maybe I should add some blue in. Some blue on there. That might work better. I think I'll get some blue. I have this tumbled glass oxide. That might, we'll see, it might be too close of a color. I'll just do it like this. Here we go. We'll see here. That might work better. I just want some clouds in the background because, I like to go on a sunny day to the ballpark. I haven't been in a while. My friend Laura goes all the time. She's a Rosy Reds. Okay. And then we've got the road. And then we've got the little girl. Alright, I think I'm going to cut that out, you guys. Right, I made a panel for behind here. I'm going to glue that on. And I've got my little girl. I'm going to put her on the panel. I think it's coming together really nicely. I also found some scraps of paper. This is really old, you guys. This is, I remember when I used this. My son was in the play Oklahoma when he was a sophomore in high school. And I made a scrapbook page using this paper. So he's going to be 33 next month. I would say I've held on to this scrap long enough, and it's perfect for this project. Don't you think? So I'm going to back it with white. I just made sure to cut it so that I could use it as a border. Alright. I feel like I've got all these things going on, and I'm not staying organized enough. But you're getting the idea of what's happening here. And once I get this glued down, on here, then I can get it in the right place on my cardstock. And I picked black, an A2 black cardstock, so that I can keep with my Cincinnati Reds theme. I thought this was perfect for that. This also goes with a great country theme that I'm part of with the General Store, Farm Quest General Store Challenge blog. I might get to use this card there as well. If you have never gone over to that blog, it's a lot of fun if you like to challenge yourself that way. Oh, I got it upside down. Okay, so we're getting this here. Oh, I think this is going to be fun. I still haven't completely figured out the charms yet, but I'll get there, I think. And then we'll glue this. If I would do this again, I would have picked a lighter blue, but you know, sometimes you just make decisions and go with it. I have some paper that I used in a project the other day when I was doing watercolor panels. I think that paper would have worked better. Oops, I think I'm putting it on the wrong side. These are just some dies that are Sizzix dies that I had in my stash. I know I'm going to have to put it in the middle there. And I already got a little glue on it. I think it's okay though to kind of play around. So this is, I love how I love to mix stamps is what I'm trying to say. And take two stamps and mesh them together that aren't a set. And so these are two old Stampin' Up! Sets that I managed to put together here. Alright, I think I'm going to actually have my charm, my number one dad, Happy Father's Day number one dad, and maybe have a charm hanging from the sentiment. Alright, I think it's coming together. I've got my number one dad, and what I decided to do, because you know I wanted popcorn, I've got my wood for my baseball, my baseball bat. I got my number one for number, and I'm going to use these little black gems for my charm. And my dad's a pretty charming guy, so there. I think I have it. I have hit all the parameters. So I got an A2 card, and I've got the baseball team colors. I've got the red, I've got black and white for the Cincinnati Reds, and I've got blue skies, brown bat, and a little bit of yellow from this stamp here for some popcorn. Now all I have to do is put this down, and I will say that Craft Roulette, my 143rd card for episode 216, is a wrap. I hope you've enjoyed coming along with me as we did this card. And all I have to do is finish the inside with my Happy Father's Day. I have lots of roulette cards if you're interested in checking out how some other ones have come together. I hope you're having a great crafty day, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.